there'll be times where I find it so hard to pass urine. I couldn't pass urine, couldn't pass motion, because it's connected. You see yourself in that state, right?
Yeah.
You feel very, your self-esteem,
correct,
young,
correct.
and then will it affect your sex life. I had a bladder dysfunction.
That's the urine bag you talked
Urine
about
bag,
before, right?
yeah.
Is that due to
It was abuse of ketamine. It actually screwed up the nerves around my bladder area or the transmitter, right? I couldn't urine. When I was serving my trafficking charge, right, I had that problem already. DRC second timer was a relapse. Out of the blue, it came back.
It came back because of the use of the substance lah.
I suppose it's when you smoke meth, there will be many. I don't know about whether you go through the same kind of effects, but when I smoke meth, right, I will smoke and there'll be times where I find it so hard to pass urine. I'll stand down there and wait for a long time. I have to press my bladder.
Oh shit.
And then slowly the thing will come out. And then I feel that, this is
not normal.
not normal already. I think I had actually 1.5 liters of urine inside the bladder.
Oh dear.
It wasn't sharp pain, but it was very bloated and then it was very worrying. I couldn't pass motion because it's connected. So they sent me to hospital and then diagnosed again. I have the bladder dysfunction, and then come to a point whereby they removed it because I asked the doctor, is it going to be, how is it going to be like? Is it going to be permanent? Because I was on the back for a while already. Then she said that I have to take out the bag and give you the self-service. So they give you one whole chunk of that silicone tube.
It goes into your hole,
It goes
right?
into your hole, yeah.
So does it hurt?
It's to drain your urine. So it's
Okay, wait, does it hurt when it goes in?
Of course it hurts.
Oh,
you have
shit.
to apply KY, right? Apply KY on the thing and then you own self do it yourself.
Oh shit.
So you have to time it. Depends on how much water you drink. If you drink a lot, then you just time probably 2 hours, if not 4 hours.
Oh, intense.
And then own self do it.
Shit.
Because you accumulate too much, it's not coming out, then you have kidney problems.
Damage, right?
Yeah, because you're keeping it, the old urine is going back into your kidney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the doctor asks you to time every how many hours, then you go drain one time.
Wow.
Drain one time. So every month I'll go back to the hospital and give me one whole supply of that silicone thing, right? For me to
Is there a tolerance? That means after you keep doing it,
tolerance, you feel immune to it. Of course, you still feel pain, but it doesn't hurt that much. And also, it's like second nature.
Wow.
You see yourself in that state, right?
Yeah.
You feel very, your self-esteem.
Correct.
Young, and then will it affect your sex life? You don't know what's going to happen. So that was a wake-up call. I guess that was, I don't want to go through any of that.
nothing is worth that.
But of course, not everyone will go through that. Some people smoke for many years, but they don't get that.
The risk is there. The
risk is there, yeah. Especially when it comes to drugs that actually affects your, like ketamine, and affects your senses and the nerves, and then somehow it got fried up.
Oh, so all these substances, they like fry your nerves, and so it inhibit normal function.
Correct.
But you have recovered, right, fully?
Well, of course.
Wow, thank God, man. Thank God.
Yeah.
So, bro, after that, right, you decided to stop, right?
Correct.
So you came out.
Yeah, I came out. I went under program. Of course, I was in the halfway house, right?
Bro, how did you stop, bro? Like, it's not going to be easy, bro. You've been coping with life with this shit for about 20 years, right? So, like, how? What did you do differently?
There is no secret recipe for me to, like, initially when I come out, when it's still fresh, I still get the cravings, I still relapse. Definitely one.
So you got relapse lah?
Oh, got relapse. Yeah, when I came out, when I just came out, 2018, right? Sure got relapse.
Hey, but thanks for the honesty, bro.
Yeah, relapse. Find it very hard. Every time quarrel, you want to go back to drugs. It's very normal. It's like because you use it to cope, right? Your coping mechanism. But after a while, right, I don't know how. It just after a while, of course, when you take off, of course, also, should I say this?
The paranoia.
The standard of the drug is not that good already.
Oh, this one I cannot relate.
right.
Right?
Okay, bro, what was your drug of choice? Number
Meth.
one. Same.
That is my it's my go-to.
Twinkles unite. No,
Correct.
just kidding, just
It
kidding.
gives you that kind of self-esteem. Of course, it works well when the first few days. After that, slowly you don't sleep and all that. You feel very crappy, very freaking crappy. And then you realize that you're doing it just for the sake of doing it. Like you see, when the thing goes down, right? When you go down, right? Your endorphin, your dopamine, all level, all
Burn already lah.
burn, right? But you feel lousy, right? So you need to extend, you need to smoke again to get it going up, right? But I'm doing it so at an intense frequency that it becomes so
Second nature lah.
draggy. And then
But you become dysfunction. You become a dysfunctional member of society at the same time lah.
correct. Then you feel like it just got to a point for me whereby I got so tired of it.
You're like enough.
I'm lucky because not everyone gets that feeling, because some people
Oh really?
Yeah, bro, the people who sit in their whole life, they're not
Correct.
tired yet, bro.
They're not,
really.
So that
I
is
got
his
tired.
limit.
They're not tired
This is
yet.
his limit.
Yeah.
they're not tired.
So guys, I hope you reach your limits early, guys.
Don't
wait for 20 years.
For whatever addiction
Don't,
it is. Yeah.
For whatever it is, don't wait for 20 years. But I really respect the story. I respect the honesty, but
Yes. We appreciate your sharing of the story.
wow, I don't think I can do this, bro. I would feel like shit. I will relapse because of the 20 years that I've lost.
Yeah, I guess you will too. Yeah.
Like knowing myself, I will think about these 20 years, like, I fuck everything up.
But
in my
that
life.
doesn't make me any better. I mean, I struggled so much. Every little thing, want to smoke back. Every little thing, want to smoke back. The company I keep, ask around, have or not.
Yeah.
Quarrel a bit at home only, have or not. I just only want to stay grounded. After 20 years of being in and out, I just want to stay on the ground and to know where I come from. I struggled so much, homelessness and all that, during my times when I was on drugs.
So now that you're 6 years clean, what do you plan to do with your life, bro? Now, what is it for Tim?
Okay, so I always, when I was under the bondage of drugs, right? It was a very, 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 very dark period for me. Freaking dark. When I was on drugs, then standard all gone.
What do you mean by standard? Or
Standard, your own personal values and all gone, all down. You are not yourself, especially meth, right? So that period was a very dark period for me. Now when I come out of it, right, I always had that passion to want to give back, especially to people who are going through the same thing like me. I always have that chemistry with people like me, able to talk about this kind of stuff. And then, it's always if let's say someone were to talk to me and then he doesn't look like me, he doesn't vibe with me, and then he tell me, hey bro, don't take drugs. You will listen, man.
No.
Yeah, so when I come out like that, and then when I tend to talk to people, more I wouldn't say they will listen, but they have that kind of connection, which I feel that is very, very precious. And I'm not trying to be a saint or what, but I always feel that people like us always struggle so much in terms of your self-confidence, your esteem, and don't know whether you can bounce back and all that. So I'm actually going to work in a halfway house, you see, and this is a chance for me to give back, because I really want to reach out to this kind of people, very same kind of my people. And normally these are the kind of people who are very shunned away by society.
So in these 20 years, what are some lessons that someone out there you can teach without them going through the 20 years?
What that got me started was curiosity. Everything that started was curiosity. So you can be curious about things, but don't get overly curious. I guess in life, there are two types of ways to actually progress in life. One is learning through your own bad experience. The other one is to learn through other people's experience. I learn suffering, learning the hard way. With so many people out there coming forward and to share all these experiences, hopefully, with people will listen, and to know that these kind of things and experiences are real. it might somehow deter them or not to be too curious about certain things. Of course, there are people who still will do and all that kind of thing. But hopefully it can be some sort of a deterrent somewhere. You know, there are people who learn through other people's experience. Yeah.
Having been in and out of the system, when you pursue work now and you have set your mind on trying to do productive stuff, right?
Yep.
What is the top thing that you feel stands in your way? It could be anything.
Education.
Education.
What are your thoughts on the importance of education? To me, I personally feel it depends to what you want to do.
Correct.
Yeah.
I agree with you totally.
I would say that you actually have the best education. I mean, for better or worse, you have personal education.
Correct. I made a promise to myself because there are instances whereby I reach out to people and people didn't give me the time of the day. Like when I'm struggling.
When you're at the low points in
lowest
life,
point,
right?
drugs, be it drugs, or
And
basically
you,
drugs.
You couldn't find someone that was genuine to help.
You reach out to people and people just, I got no time. I even reached out to my ex-counselor, who was my counselor at that point of time. He's attached to you during your urine period, your consumption period. So what happened was, she's the one whom I'm supposed to liaise with when I got problems and all that, right? So there was one period of time I was really struggling, and I had no one to turn to. I wanted to get up. I called her at 9:30 at night. It's after working hours. Right?
Correct.
And she told me, can you call me back in the morning? It's already after my working hours.
Yeah.
And before you know, I went back to my job.
Yeah.
So, and of course, on top of that, other experiences. But because of that, right, I am so very sad that we don't have that outlet to actually reach out to people. Some people are just too busy for us, too famous for us. And I want to be that bridge, you know, to be grounded, to actually try to help people lah. I wouldn't say big help and what lah, but actually just be there for them lah. And I feel that this is the right time because I'm working in a halfway house setting, and just be a friend.
Place,
that's all. Just be there only. Even though I'm not really social worker trained, but as a duty staff, I can actually be there and just talk only. Sometimes at the end of the day, these are what these addicts need. Yeah.
So would you say that the very overarching reason that you've learned is that we all, no matter how tough we are or what, everyone doesn't want to feel alone.
Yeah.
Right? No one wants to feel like
wants
they
to
are not without a community.
Correct.
Or people that they can rely on, right?
Correct. Just because someone is an addict or struggling under that cycle, in that cycle, doesn't make them less of a person. Right?
Correct.
That's that mindset that society has got to, they have got to understand that. Of course, they'll say things, oh, you make your parents suffer, your people around.
Correct.
Yes, correct. Because when you're on drugs, you're not yourself really.
Correct.
And the people around you suffer the most. But you have to really dig deep. Not everyone wants to just, today wake up and just want to smoke. For fun. I just hope that people out there who are like me, who are suffering, and just always know that there are people like you also.
How you fell into this like so-called dark loop, right? That you tried to get out from for 20 years, right? Was because when growing up, you felt isolated, you felt fearful, you felt timid, you felt that that sense of insecurity.
Right.
So you decided to adopt the persona of like a gangster.
Yeah.
So will you
Is
say
it a persona or are you a gangster at heart?
Okay, so what happened was it actually in real, right? I am not like that one.
Was it like this like suit of armor you put on to help you cope with life?
Yes, correct. That made me cope with life, correct. It's I mean, I don't know, it's very subjective. Some people know, some people born already very aggressive one. Some people attitude problem. For me, personally, I'm actually not like that, but because I had to survive at home, outside,
and then the bullying and all this kind of
bullying
stuff,
and all
right?
that. I had to take on this thing. You don't know which is which already. As you get sucked deeper and deeper, of course, prison along the way, drugs. You don't know you are what kind of person already, and sometimes you don't know. It becomes you, right? And until
Until you're like, I want to wake up from this really bad 20-year movie.
Yeah.
Right. I don't want any more sequels.
Correct.
You know something I learned from you today, right? Like just based on you talking, right? I think that like a lot of times, right, I try to mask how I feel about like a lot of things, and I forget that actually I'm very lonely. And because of this loneliness, right, I feel like relapsing or like drinking and stuff like that. Like sometimes I just try to distract myself so much, right, and focus on other things that I really forget that I'm lonely, and I rarely have people that I can converse with, particularly on this.
Correct.
And it's not that I don't have people, it's just that I still have that condemnation. I don't want to burden other people.
Correct.
So guys, when you see addicts, right, don't see selfish people that just want to hurt everyone around them. See broken people. I think that's one thing you can do to help us.
Or there are a few who are selfish, really selfish one. But don't let that few of them, few rotten apples, spoil the whole batch of addicts. Because some of them really want to get out. Some of them really are struggling with some internal issues. And stuff like that. So don't let the few who are really despicably, very, outrightly just want to take drugs. Don't let them give you a very bad impression of the others. It's alright to feel ashamed. There are times whereby, you feel dirty and all that, and you feel alone, or you feel left out. Yeah, you feel left out. I just want to tell them that they are never alone. Of course, it's very corny to say, oh, go and talk to someone, reach out to someone. But I know it's the struggle is real. Sometimes you don't want to burden other people. And then you further isolate yourself, right? But the truth of the matter is, never let that affect your willpower to want to get out of it. Ultimately, how long you want to still go around. It depends on your own willpower also. But at the same time, at the point of time when I was in that vicious cycle, I wanted to get out, but I don't have the willpower. I'm also a nobody, right? But hopefully somewhere down the road, even that small little experience can actually go a long way and encourage someone else. That's all.
In the grand scheme of things of life, right? Like how big the universe is and everything, we are actually all nobodies. We are only here for maybe 70, 80, 90 years. And after that, we'll all be gone like this.
Correct.
So the only thing we can do is to make the most of our time here.
Correct.
And till next time, this has been another episode of the SINGAPLEX After Office Hours podcast.
Ciao guys, thanks for watching.
Okay, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.